Friends, I have got 75 of the best Amazon Prime Day deals going on right now. I am so excited to bring you this video today and then one tomorrow as well with 75 additional deals that are going on. And whether or not you're watching this video on day 1 or day 4, these deals are still going on. I was very strategic about what I picked to share with you guys because I'm only covering 2 of the 4 days and I wanted to make sure you guys still had pretty accurate sale info. Please keep in mind that we are given this list ahead of time, so some deals change, some sales are deeper discounts or less discounts, some brands completely back out. So while this should be current and up to date, it's not always. So use it as kind of a guide. I will have everything numbered up on screen. I'm gonna try and talk fast. So we'll get started with the beauty category, and I must say, I think of all the sales that I have seen coming up, and even in like previous Prime Day deals, this is the best the beauty has ever been. And I think it is just, you cannot beat some of these. So we'll start out with the COSRX Snail Mucin. This one's right around like $16. It's showing at like 36% off, which honestly, I do think is its kind of retail price, but they are showing that that's what its Prime Day deal is. It might change, but I know that that is one that is pretty hot. It sells as the top seller every single year just because it's very popular and hydrating. Number 2 is the Gold Bond Neck and Chest Cream. Now this one is like right at $10. If you don't ever get anything that's anti-aging, at least get this because it works so freaking fast. You can use it on your neck and chest, but you can use it on your head. You can use it anywhere you have wrinkles, and it just very softly, it's not an aggressive product, very softly, but still very quickly helps any signs of aging that you have on your skin. It is magic. Number 3 is the Shark Flex Fusion Hairbrush. Now I didn't see any deal info on this, but I did see that this was the first time that this one was going to be on a Prime Day deal, which I think is interesting because that's my one complaint about the Dyson Airwrap is that it's just a curling iron and you can curl your hair or blow it out, but there's no straightener. And it looks like the Shark Flex Fusion Hairbrush is like actually kind of like an Airwrap, but a straightener in it. So yeah, couldn't really get a ton of like deal info on that one, but it did say first time on a deal. So I find that very interesting and I'm kind of intrigued and kind of want to try it myself. Number 4 is the Laneige Blurring Powder. This one's 30% off, so right around $18. And I got this as a gift at the YouTube Summer House and really loved the packaging because it is a loose powder, but the way that it's packaged, you actually have to press the little like puff that comes with it into the powder for it to actually be released. So I think this is like a great, you know, you need to touch up or something to like carry in your bag, but you don't have a loose powder that's gonna get all over the place. Just the packaging alone was incredible for me, and I think it's a great touch-up powder, but I do have some other favorites that I use for a setting powder in the morning, so that's all I've used it for. Number 5 is the Amaka Talc Free Dry Shampoo. I actually recommend this one for you guys if you usually get a dry scalp from dry shampoo. This one I don't think actually does that. I think it's almost like a little bit wet. Now it's not gonna make your hair look wet, but it is a different kind of dry shampoo and it's showing for right around $20. And this is usually a very expensive dry shampoo. Number 6 is the Dove Intense Repair Shampoo and Conditioner, which is the one that I use. And you guys, it is gonna be around $6 for 28 ounce bottles, which I can never find in stock. That's massive. So I'm gonna be stocking up on these. My stores are just always out of stock, but this is such a high quality product for such a good price. Do not discredit drugstore shampoos and conditioners. I am obsessed with them. No, they do not damage your hair. We were fed lies, you guys. I could stand on my soapbox about this all day. $6 each for 28 ounce bottles. It's gonna last forever. I am stocking up. Number 7 is the Gold Bond Retinol Overnight Lotion. So this will be right around $11. Again, I think that's kind of roughly what it is usually priced at, but this is great for stretch marks. I don't ever recommend using something like this for your face because I think you need something a little bit more aggressive for your face. But they say that you can, which is nice because it does mean it's pretty gentle. So it's good for sensitive skin. This got rid of my stretch marks that I got from Roman, so much to the point that they were very low. I've mentioned this before, so I couldn't take a before picture because like you guys don't need to see that part of me. But now if I was to like show you that area, you'd be like, you're a liar. There's not stretch marks there. I'd be like, yeah, it's because of this retinol lotion. So $11. Then we have the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum Blowout Primer. I used this eons ago and I honestly might buy it again because it's right around $20. Anything Paul Mitchell is very, very good. That's the heat protectant that I use, but this is a blowout primer. So you put it on your hair when it's wet, and y'all know I love a good blowout. It's gonna make that blowout last a little bit longer. And this product is going to last you forever. I think I had mine for about a year, and I was putting it on my hair constantly. So really, really great for $20. Number 9, you have the Beach Waver Luxe Leave-In Conditioner Spray. This one's gonna be right around $12. I'm gonna stock up on this because this is the leave-in conditioner I use every single time I wash my hair. Do not be scared of it. If you have oily hair, you guys, your hair will thank you. And I have actually noticed that once I started using extremely hydrating moisturizers and using leave-in conditioners, the oily hair that I had is a fraction of what it used to be, because my hair is already hydrated, so my body's not producing as much oil. Versus if you strip it, where it's then gonna be like, oh, we need to produce even more. The Lancome Lash Primer, it was showing me that $12 was the price. I believe that is for the smallest size. I'm not entirely sure, but this was like my tried and true lash primer. This is what got me into lash primers. It is, in my opinion, the best high-end lash primer on the market, point blank period. No one compares. Number 11, the Wonder Skin Lip Oil is also on a deal. Couldn't get any sale info, but I've absolutely loved every single product that I've tried from Wonder Skin. I use their lip liner daily. It is like pretty much replaced Charlotte Tilbury in my opinion, which is wild. But the lip oil is just super, super hydrating. So I saw that was going to be on a deal, along with the L'Oreal Lumi Stick, which is a merit look for less, in my opinion. It is a very wet product. So be a little bit careful the first couple times you use this. If you do have oily skin, what I have found actually works is if I put this on my cheeks and then I use a setting powder over the top. It eliminates any of that oily feel, but it does still give that shine. So again, couldn't get discount information on that one, but it is already a look for less, and then it's on a deal today. Number 13, you guys, Sol de Janeiro, the Bum Bum Cream is such an amazing lotion. I swear to you, you smell it and you're automatically like, I want to beach somewhere. It is the most beach-worthy scent, and while there are so many that are good, this is like the perfect summer scent, and I just think their lotion is super, super hydrating. It's never burned versus other brands that I use, so I feel like just overall my skin really does love the product, because I'm assuming that means it doesn't have alcohol in it. I'm not entirely sure, but it's gonna be under $40, and I do believe that is for the massive, massive tub size. So it's a pretty expensive lotion, and that is a great deal. Number 14, I know I'm talking fast, guys, but I don't want us to be here all day. This one is the first time this brand is on a deal, and I cannot believe I am saying these words. Tarte Shape Tape is on Prime Day. At least that is what they are showing me on this. It is only $20. Are you freaking kidding me? This was the number one product that I knew I needed to wear on my wedding day, because I knew that no other concealer would compare, and I was right. $20, which is 40% off. It is going to pack a punch. Such an amazing concealer. If you have never tried it, now is the time. Number 15, we have the Olaplex Bonding Oil. I absolutely love hair oil. That's another thing I put in my hair, and it sounds ridiculous to be putting oily products in an oily hair, but again, it just helps your hair not produce as much oil, because it's like, oh, she's got it. But this also gives a lot of shine. I have always received a ton of compliments on the shine of my hair, and I truly do credit that to hair oil. And I also credit my hair to being as healthy as it is because of hair oil. So this is one you're gonna get it in, you're gonna be like, this is a joke, right? This is tiny. It is going to last you every bit of 8 months, even if you use it every single day. I am not kidding. I thought someone was pulling a prank on me the very first time it came in, but I'm not even kidding. It lasts for so long. Then we have the Olaplex number 3 Hair Perfector, the OG, the best product from Olaplex in my opinion, only $23. Now this one is also, I believe, on the Nordstrom sale. So I will have to kind of peek at the deals and see what's worth it. Do they have a better discount on Prime or here? But I do know that usually the number 3 Hair Perfector is included, but I think they have a bigger size. So just if you are someone who can shop the Nordstrom sale right now, maybe pause it and see if you're gonna buy this, does Nordstrom have a better price? Then we have the first time on a deal, the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump. This is such a good lip product. Very, very hydrating. $17. I will absolutely be stocking up on these. Now, I would say they last about as long as other lip glosses, but this is not a long wearing lip product. So if you are someone who only wants longevity, maybe skip out on this, but $17, I mean, you just can't beat it. I organized this list alphabetically based on category. So if you are interested in like the fashion section, I will have timestamps, but we are gonna do the exercise now. And this is a very small section, but for number 18, I needed to just include this because if you are someone who goes on daily walks, this is just going to like take it up to a level 10. This is going to pack a punch, but it's not going to be excessive. So these are weighted vests, really help you just work hard in that walk. But please, you guys, don't think that like, oh, I can do 12 pounds. This is still your back and your shoulders that we're talking about. I promise you, like 4 and 6 pounds is a lot more bulky on you than you think it is. So I would recommend if you've like never exercised, like do the lightest weight possible. I wear 6 and it's pretty heavy, but it starts at like 6 pounds. I think in this particular one goes up to 30 pounds and it's showing $28 for just the one that I'm linking, but the price does change based on what weight you get. I'm telling you, it's gonna turn the dial up on those things. You're gonna sweat, you're gonna move, you're gonna feel like you really worked out hard and all you did was walk with a vest on. The Nordic Track treadmill. So I saw a couple treadmills on sale, but I really couldn't get specific sale info. I'm not sure if that's because the models are changing or they haven't decided, but I just have to say we have been very happy with our Nordic Track treadmill. I don't think it's this exact one that I'm showing on screen, but overall, I mean the brand, whenever I ask people, I was like, hey, we're looking to get one, what do you recommend? This was the #1 brand by a landslide. So yeah, they are showing that they have a few models on a deal today. And then the Shocks Open Fit headphones. Now, I have mentioned these in years past and a bunch of you guys kind of had the same thing. You were like, it wraps around your head. It's like one solid piece. Do they have earbuds? So I wanted to link the earbuds for you guys, but the regular Shocks headphones always are top sellers of mine every single Prime Day because they are bone conducting headphones, meaning they go on the outside of your ear. And so you don't have to actually have it in your ear if you're someone who has really sensitive inner ears and like you're like my mom, no earbuds fit in her ears ever. They always just cause her so much pain. But if you're like my husband, he wears his Shocks headphones at work because he can listen to a podcast, music, and if someone comes up to his desk, he can turn, listen, have a conversation, but he still has that playing. So it's showing around 38% off, and they do have a couple models. Number 21, these adjustable dumbbells are an amazing like range of weights. Sam and I actually were very interested when I showed him this. I was like, we might consider getting this on Prime Day because it's showing it for under $100, and adjustable weights are usually very expensive. Number 22, we have the Ringcon Gen 2. So I did have some requests for Aura rings. To be honest, I did not see that on the deal in early, at least the list they gave us. I did see this one though, and what I liked about this one is it said this monitors sleep apnea, and this one does not have a subscription. So when you get the Aura ring, you actually do have to do like a $5 or something monthly subscription, and some people are like, that's ridiculous for how much you pay for it. So while I couldn't get sale info on this one, that was the two key things that I saw that they kind of like say, oh hey, we're great because we also monitor sleep apnea and we don't have a subscription. Number 23, these nippy skin covers have actually become my favorite over cakes because I feel like, especially this time of year, like this top would not work with cakes, which are basically large nipple covers that don't stick to you. They're not sticky. They were kind of created that like if you sweat, you can wear them when you are then they'll stick to you. And I just don't feel like they do. And I love just a good pair of nipple covers. So the fact that these actually have sticky backs and it's showing for under like $20 or right around the $20 mark is amazing because cakes are pretty expensive. But if you look at these and you're like, why are they so large? That is actually a benefit because the tiny ones, like you can always see those in your dress versus the large ones you can't. Number 24, this Anrabest athletic dress is showing for right around $24. I love athletic dresses. I love dresses in general, but they have like built-in bloomers. So it's just great, especially if you are outside this time of year. You gotta, I mean, be careful the way you bend over regardless, but you can bend over and not have to worry about, you know, your booty hanging out or anything. It's also incredibly comfortable, and Anrabest is one of those lines where the color that you see on screen is the color that you get. So I prefer this brand because I always know that what I'm seeing and what I'm buying is what I'm gonna get in the mail, and it's not like hot pink on screen and then light pink in person. Number 25, the Fur Talk Rollable Beach Hat is right around $17. I love this because you can fully pull your hair up, but it is a full hat. It's gonna go all the way around your head, but you can have like a little top bun, little clip or something, and that is just such a nice option, but also it rolls up very, very small. So you're not having to be careful when you're traveling with this. You're not having to like lay it flat, stuff it with stuff, strategically pack around it. So anything from Fur Talk brand like is just so, so good because they think about travel in like regards to how you get it there. Number 26, this butter yellow cardigan is just so stunning. I can't stop with the butter yellow. So I knew I needed to include it in here. I do think we're gonna continue to see yellow into fall. So do not think that that color is going away when summer ends. It is stunning, but I always wear cardigans now because I'm just team always cold. Number 27, there is so many good Kendra Scott items. Again, guys, I'm so sorry I'm talking fast. I just don't want us to be here all day. The Kendra Scott items on sale. This one's showing for 30% off, so right under $70. Now, my necklace is not Kendra Scott, but I get questions about this cross necklace. I am not even joking when I say almost daily. And so when I saw it, I was like, oh, I think that would be great to share because I just get a lot of questions about it. But Kendra Scott sells through Amazon, so you're getting that prime shipment, that prime delivery. It's on sale now, and you still get such a broad range of colors and metal options, but Kendra Scott stuff is just very, very high quality. So if you have any gift ideas, maybe an early Christmas gift, now is a great time to snag that. The Cushion Air sandals, these are showing right around $30. These are great for outdoor shoes or just wearing in general, but when I say outdoor, I mean like this is what I wear outside because they're just sturdy. Cushionaire is a very high quality brand for a very good price. Again, I saw tons of shoe models and different, I think they even make kid shoes that I saw on sale. Very, very high quality brand for a really good price. I wear them outside all the time. I've gotten them wet and they still look brand new. Number 29, we have this lightweight sweater tank. This one is $15. I actually wore this in New York when I was traveling there, and I love it because it is the perfect lightweight tank top. But it's still, when I say sweater, that's just because that's what it's called. I feel like it just was a little bit thicker, and I think that we've kind of swung the pendulum the opposite direction, where now every single tank top or t-shirt that I buy is like paper thin, and I understand it. It's hot outside, but I don't want anything showing. So I think this is just a great thickness, a great quality sweater. I have washed and dried this thing numerous times with zero issues, and it's like 25% off. The beaded gemstone necklace that I'm linking for number 30, I just have had a lot of requests for this, and I also see it a lot on social media, layering necklaces. I talked about this in a trendy video that I did recently. We're seeing them all over the place, and I think you're just seeing a lot of colorful jewelry. And so this, when I saw it and I was like, oh, it's gonna be like 20% off. I mean, you just can't beat it, especially because I feel like I've seen some that are like $75. It's just a basic necklace from a brand I don't know. So that's crazy. So right under 30 is amazing. And then number 31, so this is a men's fossil watch for right around $75. And I actually have been considering getting Sam a watch because prior to him asking for an Apple Watch for Father's Day, he just was always talking about wanting and needing a watch, and Fossil is just a brand that's gonna last and it looks so good, but under $100, specifically like right around the $75 mark, is amazing. Number 32, I just thought these lace sneakers were absolutely adorable, so trendy, so fun. Lace is something we're seeing a lot of this summer, and we are going to see it into fall. I've had a little bit of intel, a little behind the scenes. People are all about the lace this fall. It is a hot item. So I think these are super cute. And again, Cushionaire is a very high quality brand. Number 33, this set I wore to the summer house, and I'm so excited that this is gonna be on Prime Day because I might get another color. I wore this in New York and I was planning on wearing it with flats, but then when we got there, it was actually a lot colder than we expected. So I wore it with boots and it looked adorable. And I just feel like something that automatically I can wear with boots or flats or like even a dressier pair of sneakers, I just know it's really good. You can also split this up. I have been wearing sets separately. So you can wear the vest by itself, you can wear the shorts with another blouse. And I couldn't get like exact deal info on this, but but really, really good. Just very stylish piece. And then we have women's Adidas sneakers for number 34. Pretty much all of Adidas is on the deal. Adidas loves themselves some Prime Day, as do I. Adidas, I only wear sneakers from Adidas that are my weightlifting shoes. I think they are some of the highest quality weightlifting shoes that I have ever in my life purposely worn for weightlifting. But my husband loves Adidas for just like regular day-to-day wear. So check it out based on, you know, who you're shopping for, what you're shopping for. But I don't wear a ton of their stuff for like athleisure. Now we're in the home section, number 35. We have the Tinco. Why does it always take me so long to say this? Tinco Floor 1 S5, you guys. This is on a deal all 4 days and it is under $280. I have talked about this every single Prime Day since, honestly, I got one, and it is always a top seller because it mops and vacuums at once, and you're not gonna have to like go over it once and then click a button and then go over it again to mop. Like, the mess is just gonna get cleaned up in one sweep. I think it's easy to clean. They come with like self-cleaning cycles. Just make sure you stay on top of using the cleaning cycle. And this has been worth every single penny in my household. The only thing is you cannot turn off the mop feature. So I know that is some people get it in and they're like, how do I turn off the mop? You can't. So just make sure that you have hard floors and that is your plan for, how you are going to use this. Number 36 is the Miss Mouth's Messy Eater Stain Spray. This one's right about $13. I love this stuff. Literally take blueberries on your pajamas. You could take blueberries and put it on a white shirt, and you literally could have it covered. You will spray this on there and in seconds it will disappear. Before you can even throw it in the washing machine, before you have time to put the product down and throw that in the washing machine, completely gone. This stuff is magic in a bottle. Number 37, this thermal label maker is one of mine and my mom's favorite gadgets ever because it actually is a very customizable thing that's super easy to operate. You do it all from your phone, but you can just buy different size labels based on what you're making a label for. So it's very, very convenient if you are doing multiple projects. If you're someone who puts labels on everything, we actually, my mom and I both tag teamed, brought both of ours together when I was moving into this house, and we were making labels left, right, and sideways, and it just is the best performing label maker. And it is $52. So very long battery life. Amazing if you are a label person. The Dyson V8 vacuum is right around $300. That's always a top seller for me, 36% off. Dyson, I always say this, look into what model works for you, because I believe the V8 is the one that we have. It has a super big compartment on it for a ton of animal hair. But my mom, she doesn't have as many animals as I do and kids, so she doesn't need as big of a compartment like for all of that hair and stuff. So hers is significantly more lightweight. I think her battery does last a little bit longer, but hers can't like get as much as mine can. So mine's like really a strong vacuum. So right around $300. The Bissell Spin Wave is $100. You guys, this is such a good mop. Now, if you don't want something that's plugged in, don't get this. People always are like, why does it have a cord? And I'm like, I didn't design it, but let me promise you, it will be worth it. I know it's a pain to have something that's plugged in when so many things are cordless these days. I promise you that thing works, because I used it on this floor in this home when we were building, and the lady had come through, done the full deep construction clean, and the floors still needed some love. And if you've built, you know what I am talking about. I brought my Bissell Spin Wave in here, and let me tell you, these floors never once had a speck of dirt or dust on them. It is just so powerful. So I promise, I didn't design it. I didn't get any say over the cord. If it was up to me, I wouldn't have it, but it's worth it. These Amazon Basic velvet hangers are right around $30. And listen, hangers, random, but I buy these all the time. They really look so good in your closet to have the same color and like hanger, whether it's the black velvet all being the same, the hardware being the same. There's not really any bad thing I can say about these but they are also just hangers. They just sell well. So $30 for this huge pack of them. And then for number 41, this arched mirror, I wanted to link because I actually have a different brand, but I get a lot of questions about mine all the time, and it is no longer sold. So they have arched and rectangle in gold and black, and then you can pick a few different sizes. So it didn't give me exact deal info on this one, but just such a really nice looking mirror. And then for number 42, this essential oil diffuser, I do orange and then lavender in it at night. I have read that that can really help you sleep. And while my sleep routine's a little bit crazy, like I have a 12-step sleep routine because sleep is something that like I struggle with, my mom struggled with. Anything that I can do that will make it better, I'm down for. And I really think that it does definitely help. I mean, it can't hurt, right? And it just smells good. So this is a very simple essential oil diffuser, you know, just like 2 buttons on it, a few settings, nothing too crazy. So I like it, and no real like deal info on this one, but I use mine a lot. Then we have the Furbo camera. I had a couple requests for this one. It is gonna be $44. I'm not sure if this is, I think this is the one actually that does shoot out like the treats or whatever at your fur babies. But if you're someone who wants to check in on your animals, this is amazing. My brother and sister-in-law have one and just love it. So I wanted to include it. And then the Bissell Little Green Machine for number 44 is always a top seller. I feel like everyone can always use a spot cleaner, especially if you have kids or animals, you know, they're just messy. So whether it's this one, a Hoover, it doesn't matter. Again, look into what model is going to be right for you, because they do make some where you actually like sit it down on top of the stain and it like has a little circle and it does all the work for you. The only thing is it is only doing a perfect circle versus I believe like the Little Green Machine has a handle, so you can kind of be the one to control how much you're cleaning. You can cover more of a surface area. So again, no real deal info on that, but literally always like one of my top 5 most sold products during Prime Day. Now we are into kitchen. Would it be a video of mine if I didn't include the Full Star Veggie Chopper? No. This is a top seller every year as well because it just takes food prep time down and like cuts it into like a quarter of the time. And you guys have all said the same thing that I said at first. It looks like a gadget. You're like, it's just a gadget. I don't know if it's worth it. And then you're going to use it and you're never going to stop because it just makes like cutting tomatoes, peppers, any kind of meal prep, it just is so easy. And then I rinse off the pieces and then toss them in the dishwasher. And I've never once had an issue with cleaning it. I do just make sure that like there's no chunks of food or anything in either piece before I toss it in the dishwasher, but I find it incredibly easy to clean. The Ninja Creamy, I couldn't get exact deal info on for number 46, but you guys have heard me talk about this time and time again because high protein is why I lost 20 pounds in a year. I just, well, it was actually less than a year, but I just can't say enough good things about it because in the month of, I believe it was like September, October, I couldn't work out. We had Helene happen. I was traveling. I had baby showers and stuff that I was throwing. I couldn't work out at all. And so I really made sure I got in my protein and I lost like 4 or 8 pounds. I lost like a extreme amount of weight still just with focusing on high protein, even though I wasn't working out. High protein diets are the key to weight loss, and a Ninja Creamy is going to allow you to feel like you're eating ice cream, but you're actually eating like 30 grams of ice cream. This meter thermometer, if you are looking for a really good early Christmas present or just a gift to buy yourself, my dad does not cook without these anymore. We have one, my brother has one, we've given them as gifts, we've just honestly the best thing ever because it cooks your food to temp every single time. We will not cook a turkey at Thanksgiving without this, and it is showing for $80 for one, which I believe, yes, so that's 20% off. These usually sit right around like $100, like $90 to $100. They do have some that are like 3 packs. I didn't see those on a deal. Doesn't mean they're not on a deal, but if you're someone who like, you have grown kids, so you're all always eating steaks or something, you're always eating meat as a family, then definitely get the multi-pack versus like my mom and dad, like my dad just uses one thermometer for them both. But like once our boys get older and they're eating steaks as much as we are, we're gonna need 4 to, you know, constantly be checking those. The Our Place Perfect Pot is $109. I got the Our Place full kitchen set for my 30th birthday from Me to Me. This is hands down one of my most used items from the entire set, but it's probably the most used item in my kitchen because I'm always boiling water. I don't know why, but there is always something that just needs to have its water boiled for it, and this is the perfect size. I also like that the lid has two different types of like strainers kind of built into it. So when you're done boiling your water and you've got like your noodles or whatever going, all you have to do is put the lid on it, hold the lid down, and then dump it in the sink. And so it's just a really well designed pot as well. I have the green, and again, that's $109. And then number 49 is the Our Place Wonder Oven. Now, this is showing at $140. I do not have this, but I keep seeing this on TikTok. I don't know what it is about this one thing, but it has popped up on my TikTok no less than 20 times the last like 2 weeks. So I feel like maybe that's a sign that I should look into that on the Prime Day deal. The Keurig K-Duo iced and hot coffee machine for number 50 is on a deal. There's lots of Keurig items on a deal, and I don't really have any bad things to say about Keurig, Ninja. Again, guys, just make sure that it works for you. Don't just get it because you see it on a Prime Day deal or you see somebody talk about it. Like, if you're not someone who drinks iced coffee but once in a blue moon, you don't need a coffee maker that has that built in. Just get a regular one. But as someone who drinks iced coffee all the time, I don't need an iced coffee maker, but it would be nice. The Full Star Immersion Blender, this is $15, you guys, number 51. It is only $15, and that is why I wanted to include it, because the Full Star Veggie Chopper that I talked about is so high quality, and immersion blenders are, I don't know why, but insanely expensive. So when I saw it was only $15, I was like, that is really nice. And if you're someone who blends things, but like you have limited cabinet space, limited kitchen space, you don't want to buy another bulky appliance, that's a great thing to have. Number 52, this olive oil spray bottle is fantastic because I am the worst about dumping way too much olive oil on things, and it's just a pain. This sprays a tiny amount, or I guess the right amount, but it doesn't get gross. That was my biggest fear with this bottle, is I was like, is it gonna be gross and covered in oil? And not once. This is a very well designed bottle. So I didn't get exact deal info on this one, but it is very, very good that it is on a deal, because everybody understands what I'm talking about. Olive oil, the bottles always get gross. Now we're into the luggage. Number 53 is the Samsonite 3-pack luggage set for only $310. We went to a luggage store eons ago. I swear to share this story every time. But when I was going to Europe in high school, we went to a luggage store. My dad was like, I know nothing about luggage. Like, what's the best brand item if, you know, she's traveling? And he was like, oh, Samsonite. So 22% off, really good deal. They do have a couple different combo packs. I think that is for the 3-pack, but they even, I think, have like some 2-packs and then individuals. So of course the price will vary based on size and how many pieces you get, but it's a really, really great brand. That one lasted me, honestly, I mean, up until I think I got married. So a very long time. This Bag Smart toiletry bag is under $20, and the large actually fits full-size toiletries. The medium fits regular size toiletries, but like you can't pull like your whole shampoo bottle just out of the shower and put it right in this bag. So under $20, such a great bag that you guys have heard me talk about time and time again. Anything Bag Smart is. And then another luggage set is this Cool Life. I always want to say Cool Life. It's Cool Life luggage set. It is 3-piece, right around the like $160 mark. So right around 20% off. This brand, I actually hear a lot of influencers talk about. So I'm a base girl through and through. I was a Samsonite girl prior to that, but this particular brand, I feel like every Amazon influencer I have ever seen talk about luggage from Amazon, it's this one. Number 56, this 3-pack of makeup bags is just a really good price. We're right at like 42% off for this 3-pack of bags, and you can use it for makeup, cords, any kind of travel thing. You could use it for like socks and bras. Just a really good set. I kind of have them used for a few variety of things. Like I think I have one for my cords, and then I think I have the other one in my car, and then one I have set aside for travel. So you really can use these for a variety of things, but little 3-pack, the blue floral is what I have. Then we are into outdoor. So number 57, this simple modern bag is right at $52 now. Bog bags, simple modern bags, simply southern bags, whatever brand you choose, you guys get one of these. Just get one, okay? If you are a mother, you understand, like, kids can find a way to make it dirty, and I will take my bag outside. We could be out there, there could be bugs getting all over it, we could spill things. It holds everything but the kitchen sink, and if one thing gets down in there, I just hose it out. And it's brand new every single time. Like, it is the easiest thing to clean in the entire world. I took mine to the beach last year, and when we came home, it had a little bit of sand in it, hosed it out. So easy. So when I saw this is 20% off, I knew we needed to include it today. This DeWalt pressure washer, Sam Robinson, if you're watching this video, I'm buying this for you. It is 27% off, so under $400. We need a pressure washer, and my parents have one, and they absolutely love it and rave about it all the time. And so when I saw this one was gonna be on a Prime Day, I was like, I'm sick of borrowing my parents. Add to cart. The Stanley Ice Flow 40-ounce jug is on a deal, but it's not like the Stanley, you know what I mean? It's like the one that has the little top handle. I couldn't tell if like the hydro jug, whatever the 40-ounce that everybody and their mothers has, I couldn't find if that one was gonna be on a deal, but this is 40-ounce and it does have a little handle. So if your man needs a bottle, if you want a bottle that doesn't look like everybody else's, this one's included. And then for number 60, we have the outdoor storage box. So this is 150 gallons. This is actually the size that we have. It holds so much stuff. My kids, they have a million things that they play with outside, and this holds all of them, keeps them compact, put away, and it is 42% off. Number 61, this jump starter kit is absolutely amazing because you are not dependent on another person seeing you. If you're on a back road, you're not waiting on someone else. It's foolproof, it's easy, and you charge it yourself. So you don't have to just have cords in your car and call someone and be like, hey, my battery's not working. You can just pull this out, hook it up, and you will be able to jumpstart your car all by yourself. I swear, everyone who drives a car needs this, and it is 36% off. Under $100, it is absolutely phenomenal. Then we have a sun shield for number 62, and it is only $14. And the reason I want to include this one is I actually feel like it is a design flaw like mine. In order for it to fit over my entire car window for Big Mama, is what I call my car, it's massive. And that one piece, you have to finagle it and sit it weird and hold it like the sun has to tilt the right direction. And this one being two pieces, it just makes it so much easier. Like, it automatically is just easier to keep these by your window, but they dramatically decrease how hot your car is. So if you have never tried one of these, now is your time. $14 for these, you guys. You can get a few different sizes, I think, like based on your car, even a few different colors. But if you have never used one, I promise they make a huge, huge difference. And then we have number 63, which is an outdoor rug in different sizes. So I couldn't get deal info on this one because really the price is going to change depending on what color and size you get. But I really liked the look of this one. And I know that I'm always asked about outdoor furniture, outdoor rugs. So I wanted to include this one. We are into the tech, you guys. This USB charging block, $12. I absolutely love mine, use it all the time because no outlets are enough. These days, everything needs to be plugged in, everything needs to be charged. This is on a deal all 4 days, and it's 24% off. Number 65 is the Bose SoundLink Flex. This is right under $100. I love, love, love mine. The sound quality on Bose just can't be beat. My husband got a Bose speaker when I think it was our very first Christmas together. We've been together for 10 years. That thing still sounds brand new. But the Bose SoundLink is like their newer design. It is very sleek and chic. They have a lot of color options. Just like if you've never heard a Bose portable speaker, the quality of their speakers is just, it's unmatched, and it's right at $100. Number 66, dual monitor arms always do really well on Prime Day because I think some people are still working from home. My husband still works from home 2 days a week, and he absolutely needed dual monitor arms. He was like, I cannot deal with looking down. Like, it's actually like just a little bit better for your neck to be just like in a more upright position versus looking down. And that was where he was going to be stuck if he worked from home and didn't have monitor arms. So we got him these and absolutely love them, and they're $50 and very high quality. Number 67, this small digital camera, I am seeing this all over TikTok as like a G7X, you know, look for less or whatever. We're not allowed to say the D word, but like just kind of a really good, lesser, more affordable option. And I'm seeing people all over TikTok talk about this camera. So when I saw it on Prime Day, I was like, we might be trying that one ourselves. This is another product that Sam recommends. It is a portable monitor because he says like once you're used to working on 2 screens, 3 screens, 4 screens, it's a little bit hard to go down to 1. And so he's like, if I'm going into a meeting, like even sometimes I just need more than 1 screen. And so this is a really good price point, 40% off for a portable monitor. Then we have this digital camera with a flip up screen. This definitely is like a very similar to the G7X Mark II. So if you're someone who's like looking into vlogging, into whether you want to just like step up your long form or even short form content, this is a great option. And then number 70 is the height adjustable desk. These are also great for working from home. Standing is, I really could go on my soapbox all day about how much healthier it is to stand than sit, because I used to be in commercial design, and when you actually look at the health benefits, just simply by standing instead of sitting, it's just unreal. So I highly, highly encourage people to get these any chance I can, whether you work from home, even ask your employer. I know I say this every time I mention it, some states have like a law where if you ask your employer for one, they are required to give it to you because of the health benefits that come from standing. And then we are in baby. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I get asked to talk about baby products, and I did not feel like the baby category, I don't ever feel like the baby category is pretty impressive, but this year I definitely was like, eh. Nordstrom has really good like baby gear, but people are always like baby clothes, baby essentials, baby this. I don't feel like I saw anything spectacular, but there were a few items. So the Hello Baby monitor has 2-way talk and 1,000-foot range. It is $80. I'm literally sitting right here. Our boys like broke, or we had broken the infant optics one, and it was so expensive. And I was like, they're getting older. Like we really need a monitor more or less just to know if they're awake or asleep versus like all the features that we needed when they were little bitty babies. This does have kind of all the bells and whistles, and I've been very impressed with the quality. I am very impressed with how long, like that 1,000-foot range, but for this to be $80 it really is so good. So if you have a like brand new little baby that's coming, I recommend the infant optics. But if you have an older kid or you just want something that's more affordable and infant optics is just not in your price point, then the Hello Baby, again, it's sitting right here. So $80 for that. Number 72, the Mom Cozy breast milk cooler, $72. That is a little insane to me. However, I like didn't understand the whole thing behind this until I started breastfeeding. That liquid gold, it is very important that you keep it a certain temperature. And my sister-in-law had one of these when she came over for, it was Easter, and she just handed it to me and I stuck it in the fridge and I was like, this is like the coolest thing ever. And some people used like jugs, but then I've seen like some people had problem getting their bottles out, bottles in, it didn't keep it cold as long. And this is specifically designed for breast milk. So that is why I wanted to include it, because Mom Cozy is a brand that is for moms and breast milk and, you know, all the things. Now, this Stoke Trip Trap high chair is $230. It's 24% off. The reason why I like this one is because that thing got thrown in my shower and hosed down and scrubbed every single Sunday for months, not weeks, months. And it still looked brand new. I didn't want something that had cloth because I knew my kids were gonna get it dirty, and I liked that it cleaned well. But also this can fit kids up to like 7 years old because it actually has a slightly higher seat. So you can push it right up to your table and their little feet can still go under the table, but they're sitting at the table with you. And that was so nice when my boys actually moved on from having the piece in front of them and wanted to sit with us. So I feel like it's a very convertible piece, but it also just being able to clean that thing. Like I heard so many people that were like, my high chair smells. And I was like, what? So this one is on a deal, which is great. This Mom Cozy baby carrier, I loved baby wearing. I swear it's why Roman was such an easy baby, because literally the first like 6 weeks of his life, he just slept. He didn't do anything else. He slept right here on my chest. I got laundry done. I got to tend to my toddler. I got to drink my coffee. I got to do everything. I got to get ready because I had both my hands and my baby was right here. So $60 for that. And then number 75 is a 100-piece set of Magnetiles. These are only $30. When it comes to Magnetiles, definitely take the more is more approach. There are some sets that are like 32 pieces, and that sounds like a lot, but when your child starts really building things with this, you realize how quickly those pieces get used. Magnetiles are one of my favorite gifts to give because they all connect to each other and there's no such thing as too many. My boys love Magnetiles, and I definitely have found myself being like, I'm building my castle, you build your castle, leave me alone. So like, they're great for 30-year-olds too if you're playing with your kids, but I did see those on a deal, so I wanted to include them. We talked fast in this one, and I know that a lot, like I don't usually talk this fast in my videos. I don't like doing it. I like to give you guys a little bit more of a backstory, but since we did 75 items in this video, I wanted to make sure that I was like getting to the point. So if you guys made it this far, please put a blue heart emoji in the comment section. I would love to see how many of you made it this far, and just know that I love you guys so much. I'm grateful for you watching my Prime Day content. Make sure you click that subscribe button, come back tomorrow, check out Prime Day video number 2. And then after that, guys, we are jumping in both feet first to the Nordstrom sale. So thank you guys. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.